All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tennessee Titans. Yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Here we go. Get the flag. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On second down now. It's Logan. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll try the jet sweep here. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, it's Logan. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check 43. Wait. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. 65. 65. Big Ed. Whip. Watch the whip. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That one complete to Hill. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll run on first down. Logan. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around.
And right away, he lost the football. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check. Lucky. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield dancing to his left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 3 out. Hey, Echo. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 22.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Here we go. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Build it good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. To throw again on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
He'll return it from the 6.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield steps away to his left. Oh, nice move at midfield. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Catch made by Slayton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
180. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end.
From the gun, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
I got one. You go take.
They'll go with Jones. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand.
Let's go one more.
Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. Safarian Jenkins has it. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Throwing. Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Mayfield now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. To throw on second and 6, Mayfield. This one caught by Isabella. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Now Jones. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Aaron Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing on second and 8, Bridgewater. And he'll find Hall. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On third and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And the Saints first down.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, as time expires in the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz good on the extra point. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
Here's a first down throw that's complete, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Regular.
Here's Mayfield. This complete to Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Mayfield on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Mayfield, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hilliard, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Bridgewater to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a
well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tack McKinley, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, Orbit. Back to the mic. Pistol. Do your job.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
King.
Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3rd and 14.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They'll try the left side. It's Logan, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Been a long day for you. 56, Mike.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Pistol. Watch twist.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go. 58, right over there.
On 2nd and 2, Mayfield. He completes it to Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Set, 180. 58, come on. Man, I got you. 6 guys, check 6. Hey, alert. Alert 3.
To throw, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Now Mayfield on fourth down. Able to find Isabella. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now up to 14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On first down, Logan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Logan. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Bridgewater on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw, Bridgewater. It's caught, Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Get ready. Good. 180. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Andy Isabella was the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. That ball complete to Isabella. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, They said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
One back in the game. That's Jones, second and goal. They get it to him running left, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Mayfield. This one caught by Isabella. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they worked on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Thomas, the intended target, but now it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Big stop, let's go. 56, Mike, 56, right there, right there. Here we go, here we go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.